This fella is a really bad guy. He is the epitome of evil. He hunts his prey, and he's patient with his prey, and then he kills them. We discovered this on November 21st of last year, when our detectives went to 1010 Pennsylvania Avenue to investigate a homicide. What they later determined was that this fellow was responsible for it. They started looking for him. Couldn't find him. And but not for the collaboration with the federal government, with Manny homicide team and his folks, we would not have found him. Thank goodness we did. Because there's no doubt in my mind, had he not been caught, he would have done this again and again and again. And so, I truly believe finding him, arresting him, charging him, is the first step in the families of the two victims getting closure and getting justice. Thank you.
Just want to give a brief update on one of our homicide investigations, and I can tell you that Sunday, January 19th, at around 2 o'clock in the morning, our units responded to the area of 14th Avenue and Northwest 2th Street in our Little Havana neighborhood in reference to a potential car accident. The units initially arrived. They saw a vehicle that had some damage that had struck a building, and an individual was unresponsive behind the wheel. Further investigation revealed that the individual was deceased. As the investigation proceeded and our investigators responded to the scene, they discovered that it wasn't an accident, that it was in fact a homicide. Diligent work by Sergeant Pius and our homicide unit investigators here discovered physical evidence as well as video evidence indicating that there had been an individual that had been in the vehicle and that had strangled the driver and then staged the vehicle crash in an attempt to cover up for the homicide. As the investigation proceeded, we were able to identify the individual, and working with our partners from Miami Beach, and Chief Jones will touch on that, we discovered it was related to another homicide very similar to the one we had here in the city of Miami involving the same individual. Work continued. Once the individual was identified as Mr. Jolt, not even going to try to pronounce his first name, but I think it is Joelin Jolt, we discovered that he's a Hungarian citizen that had come to the country sometime last year, overstayed, and was already in our system ready to be deported. With the work from our federal partners from CBP Field Operations, we were able to conduct the investigation, track him down, bring him into custody, and get a full confession for both crimes.